turnovers now. You're playing against the best team in the NBA. You cannot turn the ball over. 12 turnovers for 16 points, and you're just giving them easy opportunities.
An 8-0 run by Golden State. Green raises up, missed that.
That they have all eyes on him, and they're losing sight of the backside guys, which Joakim was on the previous possession, and then JV right there.
There's Klay Thompson. He just motored. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffbrook.com. And remember,
Nationwide is on your side.
And a miss by
control of the tip. And we are underway here in downtown Minneapolis. The Warriors have won 5 straight games in this building against the Timberwolves. Bogut rattles out, rebounded by Gorgie James.
Help or kick him out, one of the two.
Sean Livingston came over in a free agent deal during the offseason after playing so well for Brooklyn a year ago. Steph Curry off.
Spake's not nearly the rim protector and the paint protector that Andrew Bogut is. Nor is he the same pick and roll defender as well. Bogut is just an elite level post defender.
Bogut started the game tonight, played 3 minutes, then went back to the locker room, is now sitting on the end of the...
Only the second hoop for Minnesota in second chance points variety. 8-4 advantage right now for Golden State.
Barnes taking it against Andrew Wiggins. Rebound. See if the Wolves can close this gap a little bit before we go to the locker room. Klay Thompson with other ideas.
But they run action to get into high ball screen, cross screen, down screen, into, they just move the basketball. They change sides of the floor so much. It's a thing of beauty.
Corey Brewer nearly much of last season, Jim, did not play the entire year, in fact. But a guy that, in talking to some of the Warriors people, they feel could be starting on other teams right now, and Ezeli's showing it.
Yeah. You got to give Parker and Ginobili some props for winning championships, too. And being all pros, all NBA teams, and being in championships, and you can just call up Greg Popovich. You mentioned Brett Brown and all the heart-to-hearts they've had together, Brett Brown and Greg Popovich. Good defense by Minnesota.
Yeah, a similar build, too, and Malcolm, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan. Thompson, wrap around pass.
And he played more like an MVP than Kevin Durant in their meeting. He told me he got so many text messages he now has more than 1,500 sitting on his phone.
Us as a team and for himself.
Well, Thompson is out there. He's hit a couple of shots. Screened by Bogut. Thompson with the ball right now. 4.5 to play in the half. Now Davis is watching Curry. Talk about that 17 and 10 at half. Only 3 points and 3 rebounds so far.
On its own.
Warriors, a little burst here to finish this one off. Can deal with Curry sitting on the bench with 5 fouls. Klay Thompson.
You're a half step behind. The play is over.
DeMarcus Cousins, 1 of 7, didn't score a field goal on Bogut. And big-to-big passing. Space.
So with Bogut on the bench now, Cousins will try to score. He had not taken a shot in the second quarter.
Festus rolling. Finds Klay Thompson. These are threes.
During that stretch, Chris Mullin, who's sitting across from us. 5 straight years during that stretch, he averaged over 25 a game.
Klay Thompson drifting left. Draymond half here. We're talking 28 fouls.
Yeah. But the Warriors 4 of 12 shooting in this quarter. And 0-3 from three-point range.
Shot clock at 3. Draymond recognized. Giants World Series Championship on CSN Bay Area. CSN Plus knocking out the post game right now. But after our game, wall-to-wall Giants coverage.
That ball was deflected.
And no space.
Can they get at least one of the Splash Brothers on track? 2 of 9 for Klay, 3 of 8 for Curry.
Draymond wanted Kuzmic on a rhythm or momentum. Roz was just outside the Warrior huddle. What's Steve Kerr have to say?
Well, he had a lot to say to the team. He said, guys, we got to get back to our game.
Along with that goes a great deal of responsibility.
Mike Krzyzewski had a little work this summer with them.
Very good.
Steph Curry back in with 8.5 remaining. Iguodala 3.
Here comes Jeff Teague. Turns the corner on Kyrie. Now to the wing and Millsap. Teague sets.
Secondly, to be a jump shooting team, not a great jump shooting team. So don't want them getting points in the paint. And saying that the Hawks right now, the backcourt has not scored.
Kyle Schroeder. Nice. Hawks come out of the timeout. Scott inside Millsap. Outside Carroll. DeMari sets. Misses the three. Tipped out. Good job, Tombo.
There in the corner and playing defense the rest of the way down.
And that's what got them that 17-point lead in the second quarter. Hawks led by 11. And now the Cavs have cut it to 5. Mike Scott has his shot rejected. 82. Bobber Ethman, Dominique Wilkins, Andre Aldridge. Pleasure to have you with us tonight on Sports South as always, and our fans across the country tuning in on NBA TV. Kyle comes off firing and drains it. Now Jeff Teague goes to the corner. Kyle off the dribble, drills it with Joe.
Offensive standpoint, he was doing a great job.
We will not see Kevin Love the rest of the night. He's out with back spasms. Here's Korver breaking free on the backside. Corner three, Millsap. Book it.
Well, the way they play the game. They never get out of their comfort zone. They play Hawk-style basketball, and that's running the ball up the floor, penetrating, passing the ball from side to side, getting these cutters and these shooters easy shots.
Ken Bazemore back to Mike Scott. Here's Muscala. Corner three for Dennis. And the 88 for the year. 38-31 Clippers. Jeff in the alley, right down the lane to Millsap. Here's how it's going for Atlanta offensively. Carroll and Millsap are a combined 7 of 12. The rest of the team 6 for 27. Carroll faking. Trying to bounce.
Rebounds tonight for Dirk. And perhaps his night will be done after playing 30 minutes. Let's see what transpires here in the last 100 seconds of the game. As Monte takes a step back. Tipped outside and the Mavericks. Oh, that foul. Wasn't in possession yet. Mavs in front by 6. Squaring up for 3. Parsons. Long rebound. Tipped by Nurkic. Tight. Played. Obviously an honor to play on that day, honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King.
I am so looking forward to the visit.
To White Powell. Oh, look at that. Went out to a corner on the wraparound to Turk. Chandler's averaging almost 14 rebounds in the last 11 games. He has 6 boards in this one. Mavs up by 7. 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. Monte's back in. He'll stop and pop. And the jumper a little wayward, and Tyson Chandler had the rebound pried out.
You know what the Manimal was up to doing after getting that kind of position.
He's a man that's not afraid to plow through you, that's for sure.
Almost jumper, Tyson splashes it up.
Big fan, but I tell you what, you got to be impressed with what Golden State is doing consistently as a team this year.
Now, I believe that as Dirk got it to go with the kind bounce, shooter's bounce.
The Rim get anything they want against the defense of the Denver Nuggets. So no use in settling for the perimeter if you're the Mavericks in the second.
Denver's defensive rating this year, they're giving up just 104 points for 100.
Has to come into play.
Parsons quickly puts it on the deck, and Parsons 13 points, averaging 15.5, 44.5% shooting this year. JJ's on the floor now. Correa at point. Devin Harris trying to break down the defense. Stops. shoots and misses against J.J. Hickson. And Aaron Aflalo did not, outside of the first quarter, play very well against Dallas the other night. Got hampered by foul trouble. Only went 4 of 11 for the floor for 12 points.
You're talking about take your rhythm.
He's won in Orlando tonight. Recently acquired Jeff Green had a big performance as Memphis won it by 10 on the road against the Magic. Monte's back in. Correa swings to Amina. He misses a 3. He's 0 for 4 tonight on 3. It's his 12th rebound tonight.
Come on, AC! There's a lot of things that go into Denver only shooting 41%, but obviously it is nice to have Tyson Chandler back in the game.
Nino into the lane, draws the foul, goes to the free throw line. 6-point lead for the Clippers. They shoot threes very well. We've seen them knock a couple of them down. They're second best in the league percentage-wise, 38.4%. Dirk got doubled, and Chandler is able to...
Not a guy that wants to put it on the floor. Not the same player. Doesn't make the same decisions when you have to put the ball on the floor. A good closeout that time by the Mavs.
Still 7 minutes into the game. Richard Jefferson drives baseline. Looking for Devin Harris. Is able to make the catch and save.
I think the pass caught him off guard somewhat.
Ball's over the last 5 games after returning from an injury. Is only shooting 34% from the floor.
No doubt about it, Mark, especially when you're leading a division like Dallas is right now.
Yes.
You have to find a way to win against quality teams. This simply builds your confidence even more. I expect the Mavericks to respond. That's a shot
from Jordan.
And I like J.J. being back in there in the mix of things, Mark. Yep. The guards have to help out.
Boy.
Rebounding is when you're playing against a team as Monte.
That's what Jeff Teague did, really putting the defense of the Chicago Bulls at risk, really penetrating, doing what's necessary to really get his team some easy shots.
Here's Jimmy Butler to Gibson.
Oh, that's a nice shot. To Kyle Korver, he made him pay.
61-54 Hawks. 7th Atlanta 3. Kyle has 4 of them. Cephaloshin defending Butler. Gasol high post. Jimmy goes up and scores.
Brooks and Butler, the Chicago backcourt. Heinrich as well. Butler would actually be the small forward right now for Chicago. Brooks back to Gibson. Down the seam. Shot.
Very good young players coming up in this league.
Less than 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Bulls up by 6. Butler. And the rebound of Birdman. And this out. Mario Chalmers back in. Chalmers will defend Kirk Heinrich. Gasol, 5 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 turnovers in this half so far.
Good defense by Hamilton. Oh, man. He just gave...
Heat even with Bosch this year, scoring just 95 points per game. Taj Gibson scores easily right at the rebounds tonight for Miami. He's the Heat's leader in both categories, points and rebounds. Dunleavy. He got free from. He's gone 6 of 7 from the field in the third quarter by himself. He's outscored the Heat in the period. Oh, my. Heat fans looking in, remembering those good old days with Deng in their front court. Mirotic from downtown.
In case you're curious, the season low for an NBA team, points in a quarter is 10. First quarter, that is. Matthew Dellavedova. Buried inside. Great look to Thompson.
Well, he's a very good jumper, very good leaper. Not a good offensive scorer, but he can do the dunks easy.
Joe Harris out there with Waiters, Dellavedova, Thompson, and Marion. Tristan puts it on the wood. Turns around.
But to put him back to sleep is defense. Cavs had to start getting much firmer man-to-man on defense.
They hit 6 of 9 in the quarter. Kyrie Irving for 3. Rebound to the guy.
With that first quarter, all of a sudden now the Hornets have had the energy. The Cavs have lost the energy.
Inside, Bears out teardrops, and the tap goes awry. And 6 in the first half, 52-42. Outside that arc, 9:55.
Takes your mind off all the hard work.
Yeah, exactly. Before you know it, you've done 45 minutes. LeBron sizing up the D. Big Gilchrist staying in front of him.
Charlotte is off to a slow shooting start. That's why the Cavaliers seem to be speeding up their action on offense, trying to get an early lead in this ball game.
Yeah, 0 of 8. That's slow for sure. Kyrie. He played basketball because he was such an attentive student.
That'll help him with his grade.
Yep. LeBron eyeballing Kid Gilchrist. Fade away. That was short. He knew it right away.
Pelicans in front. Dante Cunningham on the floor now. We didn't see him last time. He had not signed with his club yet. LeBron some space, and he hit it.
LeBron's getting a lot.
Thompson.
I like the way Delly orchestrates things out there. He puts everybody in the right position and then runs the play. Jeff
Withey in the middle of Kansas. We did not see him last time. Inside, Tristan Thompson went through with NYE.com. 91-76 now. The lead elevates to 15. Kyrie Irving. Is he going to untrapped? He's scoreless so far. Thompson inside. Oh, the positive. Mrs. Claus saw him on TV and said, "You're embarrassing the family. You're coming home.
You're coming home." Can't have you doing this at this time of year.
No. LeBron squares up and hits it.
He's increased his scoring average each of his first 4 seasons. Now screen and roll. Aflalo's first shot is on the way, and good. 3-point travel. Also, that confidence may drop a little bit. Nuggets record 16-20 overall. They are 11th in the West. 1 game behind 10th place Oklahoma City, and 5 back of the 8th place Suns. 8 to shoot. Passes through the middle, looking. Yeah, they had a good start, and the Nuggets a 1-5 start. 7 to 4 minute mark. Got to answer back with a basket right here. Got to get Aflalo going again. He was hot early. Trying to shake McLemore. He's loose. Bam! On cue. Aaron Aflalo for. That's why Malone was let go. That about right? Yeah. Fowler's going to turn at the base. No. And he lost it. Bob Nurk in the chest to clear some space. Now we go back the other way. I'd like to see him go right back into Nurkic and make Cousins cover. Over to Aflalo. His foot's on the line. 2-pointer, no. Cousins seeing grabbing him again. Points in Sacramento's tally. Got to keep attacking. Lonzo G's got a step on Stauskas. Nearly threw it away. Free
start, I believe, just 5 games with the Mavs. He's been bothered by a sprained ankle issue. Now Nurkic dumps it into Aflalo. Going to work on Monte Ellis. Wide open is Ty. Swing it. Chandler loose for 3. Rims out, and where you get your hair done and how often? Where do you go?
That's a nice question and nice answer that I'm about to give you guys.
That was Marlo's wife that was tweeting that, by the way. Doing a little jockey, old friends, Raymond Felton and Ty Lawson. Ellis is trying to bump their way over Dallas.
Love for the Clippers to run a play or a set for DJ to get him involved offensively, because I think it would just set the tone for him the rest of the night.
Ariza thought about it. Look out. Harden steps in.
See how he passed up that
Ariza for 3. He just made 2 of them. Rejected by Black. Johnson backs off. Hunting for the first field, going to the quarter, don't get it.
That's 2 turnovers in a row.
Yeah, he may be moving slow. Yeah, he's playing real slow. All right, the Rockets need to score here. Nick Johnson will pull up and an air ball.
Always has 10 points in the first 5 or 6 minutes.
He'd be all pro if he played against everybody in the league the way he plays against Houston. Demo trying to take it in on Morris now. Goes to the left, back to the right. Look at all those moves. He is Plumlee with the miss. Garcia
In the open court to Johnson now. Jason Terry has checked in. Mo Eunice made a beautiful basket a moment ago. Here's Terry to the basket. Finger rolls it up. Tip back outside to Ariza.
To see them develop into real big-time NBA players, it's been special.
Jason Terry drops it down to Demo again. Demo working his magic inside with a hook shot. I'm surprised from the outside. Ariza. Hits by Warren, gets it to the basket, floats it up, missed it.
Goran Dragic is a player, guys. He's fun to watch.
Nice big step to the bucket by Ariza.
Because he's trying to take the ball out of bounds. The officials are letting him play a little.
Letting him play. You just got to be strong.
Not going to be. Got to be a man tonight. There's no whistle there. And Phoenix.
So it's just a little bit off for him.
Yeah, he hadn't been very aggressive looking for a shot. I'm sure as the game continues, he'll become more aggressive.
Rockets really moved that ball at lightning speed in the first half now. They'll have to continue to do that here in the second as they come out. And Jason Terry. Now they need to score. Jason Terry shoot the jumper, and he got it. Good touch. And there's Harden back, and that doesn't look good. It's hard to play with that on your back.
That's a heat pack, so obviously he's been in the back stretching, trying to get that back to loosen up.
Pat Beverly back out to Nick Johnson. Passed up on a three. On the drive, and he's pushed from behind.
Griffin, who hasn't really forced a whole lot, starting to just let it come to him, and it's been working.
So it's controlled by the Clips. They'll have it to start the fourth quarter as well. Man, setting up a hot hand. J.J. Redick. No changes yet for the Clippers out of the timeout. Rivers in there, of course, for Babbitt. Shot clock coming down. And another real. So the Clippers have slowed down. Starts at this end of the floor. Good entry. But out of the timeout. Adidas at the Smoothie King Center. So you got a gift card. Great games. And we'll see you downtown. Go to Pelicans.com for all the details. And you get your tickets as well. Crawford going to the line. Got rid of it. Anthony Davis, as wide open as he's going to be, I promise you, the rest of the year. But then they didn't get back and play Griffin.
Well,
it is really quiet at Staples Center now. Hopefully it stays that way. Griffin is going to the line. Griffin talks non-stop to the officials.
Oh, of course. It's
a dialogue with him.
Well, he gets hit more than anybody in the league, and some of it is pretty vicious.
Don't leave that guy. Redick. And Evans 54. Find DeAndre Jordan.
Why not? Get him the ball.
So now that's the way to start the second half. Griffin on the pick. And an extra pass. I guess that's 9%. 5+ to play. It's Redick. Rare miss for him tonight. We might have picked up. But after that catch. .com. All right, final 12 minutes of regulation. First 3-4 minutes will tell us a lot. On the run out, Hawes trying to get there, and he did. Protected it well. He's about 0.6 of a point, in fact. As Beckles going to be checking back into the game. AD's up to 21. Crawford for DeAndre Jordan. They're going to work the clock as well with such a large lead. Extra pass. Crawford going to the line. He'll get free throws. Black has been nice for him. The lefty, Papanikolaou from Greece, a 24-year-old, has done a nice job. Knows how to play the game. Hawes. And Barnes again. Look out. Good ball movement. Yep. Speak this evening. Now Drew Holiday out of the timeout. Pretty good look. Nice execution, David.
That's important. They can't overreact to the way the Clippers play, and they can't keep giving up these wide open threes.
Tumbled on the ground. Tied to 114, 2:55. Quick release now by Griffin. 42. Big game.
I like it.
Brings a little extra
intensity to the table. He great word. Hawes. 3 on the shot clock. Hawes has to fire off the turnaround. Short. Oh, big baby almost. So just underway from LA, 5-0 Suns. Trying to stop the Clippers' 7-game win streak. The quick release by Redick and the foul by Drop. Here we go. Matt Barnes with Bledsoe with the cross-court wide open Griffin. Backed out by George, but taken by Bledsoe.
Toronto's playing with a lot of confidence, and they're winning without DeRozan, who's out with a groin injury. Their high scorer.
Aldridge did not have the second half like he did the first. Lillard rims that out. And 20 and 10 picks.
Well, they love what he's doing because he is happy. He's in the low post. He's getting a lot of catches. And then from the top, he's an excellent feeder to any post-up people.
Dunleavy got hurt on that curl there as Batum was trying to shake it.
When he came into the league, he had struggled keeping his position on the post. There was a time where his mindset wasn't up to the task of being the guy. Nice little drive and dish there. Does he make the shot? Indeed. Yeah, it was his mind.
Leaders defensively, as well as a screener for all of their perimeter people because they run so many down screens on that baseline.
That 3 is knocked down by
Soft. You have a chance.
Averaging 21.5 per game.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought, Mike? He's having a wonderful year.
Lillard calling for the...
Portland definitely set a zone on that out-of-bounds play and confused Chicago. They were looking for the free man, couldn't get it.
Cotton rolls at the nose of Dunleavy. Not ice. Thought they were going to his upper lip before we cut away back to live action. But Aldridge is...
With his left hand and caught the glass. A beautiful roll.
Blake and Lillard, the guards. Matthews joining Freeland and Kaman. And it's Lillard off the screen from the top. Missed the 3. Freeland active inside. And
beat him out for that backup point guard spot. Patty Mills, of course, won't be back for another month. And it'll be interesting who plays that backup point behind Parker.
Lopez's pass intended for...
Good defender, too, on pick and roll. He's very physical.
Corey Joseph did a nice job on Lillard. Matthews lets another 3 go. And San Antonio's tied it up.
Danny Green has improved his defense. He always at North Carolina was a good shooter.
Lopez foul line shot short. A lot of places.
When they're executing, they're not throwing shots up. They're setting picks. They're cutting through. They're doing the right things. That's why it's tough to play against them.
Well, of course, these teams met in the second round of the playoffs last year. San Antonio won that one, but Batum's still with it. Shot.
So you hate to see that happen. Boy, look how they close on
Lillard gets that kind of roll.
It was 8-1 when the bench scores 40 points, and they're very capable. Even when they're shorthanded, the bench is capable.
Lillard baseline into traffic is
with a guy like Diaw penetrating, that the Blazers kind of had their heads turned.
Batum and Rolo play pick and roll. Haven't seen enough of that lately.
Yeah.
Lopez flips it in.
Have the ball.
Well, this is a young team that really likes to get out and run, but with Jason Kidd, when you talk to their staff, they feel like these guys are starting to understand how to make plays when they need baskets.
This is a guy that can shoot the ball, and Rodney Stuckey played with a lot of time left. Dudley comes off that screen.
Well, Roy Hibbert does a great job taking it away. That is really good defense.
11.7. West on the ball.
Good step out there. Really good step out. That's right. Just get there. And here, as tough as practice is to get, you just don't have the same opportunity to get in shape.
He started the first 18 games, and now O'Brien on the baseline. Jumper long. Rebound knocked out there.
You'll help Did You Know later in the broadcast.
All right, thanks so much, JJ. Pacers and the Bucks tied at 14. Dudley guarded by Lavoy Allen. Dudley had a game recently. He was 10 of 10 from the field with 4 threes.
That's what he's got. All arms between Hibbert and Scola. Watch lob. Oh boy, he got free under the rim.
Middleton, short, rebounded by Sloan. Hill out with a strained groin, suffered it on Wednesday, played through it. And then when that game was over, he knew he was a little shaky, and that was a shaky
possession, not the play, defensive possession.
Milwaukee started the game 0 for 7, then hit 22 of their last 38. Middleton through the legs and pick.
Monday night NBA from Chicago. The Magic wrapping up a 4-game road trip against the Bulls. These two clubs played early in the year, the first week of the season. And Chicago won 98-90. Alfred. Chicago has missed all 3 free throws. The Magic have missed both of theirs. Luke Ridnour has checked in, replacing Payton, who picked up his second foul. 2 for 1, says Jacques Vaughn. Here's Ridnour getting a screen. Paolo Quinn from the top. Missed the 3.
Better didn't hesitate on that one.
They're 9th in the NBA. On a 7-0 run. Late in the second quarter. Channing Frye is back. His pass is deflected and stolen. Our point guard. Drive check by Noah. Vucevic, catch and shoot. Boy, he's not even waiting. But the man is able to maintain the lead. Payton bounced the ball back to Vucevic. Almost got away from him. Marble shooting a 3. He drills it. On Saturday night, came up short trying to get the W tonight against a very good Chicago team. Oladipo. Ben Gordon. No good for 3. Pau Gasol the rebound. It's the first points of the game. Backdoor cut by Payton. And Marble stepped out of bounds. The 3-point play, and it's a 6-point lead for Portland. Payton will handle it this time. He finds Vucevic early in the shot clock. Ben Gordon.
Well, Jacques Vaughn talked about being able to answer runs, get stops, and also answering here on the offensive end, running good stuff.
Got to stay ready under all circumstances. See how Harkless takes advantage of this opportunity. Yeah, you like the logo.
I like the logo. I grew up with the logo.
Ben Gordon got a good screen from who played his high school basketball about 280 miles north in Blaine, Washington. Ridnour to Gordon. Got away from him. He runs it down. Gordon, 20-foot jumper is wide right. O'Quinn had